Hey guys, welcome to Farming Simulator 19 on Ravenport. So, we have more spraying to do today. Spraying Simulator has come upon us, although we'll blip hired worker on for most of this. So we've got this field here, which we haven't got any crop in right now, and all of our small fields on the main yard, down at the bottom right there, they all need spraying with fertilizer. I didn't realise none of them had fertilizer on it, so we'll back this up a little bit. And we'll get the hired worker going on that. I did start whenever I last recorded on here. I cannot remember. I think it was beginning of the week. Has completed the task. No, you have not completed your task. Is this why you only made it so far and I did not realise? I betcha. So hope you guys are having a good week. Or had a good week. Coming to the end. I really need to crack out and get some recordings going for the next couple of weeks. Which I think is going to be my goal for today. So now I'll be able to, is crack some recordings out and get that going. Hopefully it's going to do its thing. And we are over here because I believe we've got to spray this. Yes, 50% fertilized, 100% weeds. Yay! And we're almost out of herbicide. That sucks. I was telling you, this is straight up spraying simulator today. We're also harvesting, I think, on one of the fields at least. Where is it now? Get my bearings. Oh, right in front of us is the field that we're harvesting. Which... surprised we're not doing any more on these. So we may be able to get a full row down here. I really wish there was a system in place for the tankers where you could unload into the tankers. Like, I know there's that mod out that I thought was the case where you could literally unload into it using a tanker, but you can't. That sucks. That really does. Alrighty, we'll fold this up. Because we're probably going to need... actually, let's unfold it. We'll see. We'll see how many more we can get out of it. Because we may be able to get enough, you know. I think this is only like 3 passes on the field. So we could be lucky. I'll just open up the map and confirm that I'm not missing too much. And there you go. This is where our beloved GPS would come into its own. Well, we've got 400 litres left right now. Yeah, we'll probably run out at the end of this row. Darn it. Is it me? Does it sound like the RPM's almost dying towards the end, like it's slowing down? It does to me. Alright, let's see how far into this row we can get. Gotta admit, I really don't like the sprayers that have the booms up on the front. I just never have. Personal preference right there. But this is a nice sprayer. It really is. It just moves quick along the field. Right, that's us right here. How much did we get? A good chunk, actually. Good chunk. So we kind of leveled the biogas. Okay. So we'll fold this. What I'll do is I'm basically opposite that car. Oh, that's easy. I'll only put probably 1 barrel in. I could do with holding, or having a few up here actually. Storage. Need to go ahead and get some at some point. Maybe that's something we'll do on the live stream. So I think, yeah, we were on this map for Wednesday's live stream. You can see up in the top right hand corner when I'm recording this. So this is tomorrow's video. I'm not ahead right now. Not ahead. I need to get back in my routine. It's far from being in a good spot right now. Actually, I'll just stop here quick. I don't think I have any, because this is fertilizer. Yeah, I almost need a forklift up here, so I may end up getting 2 forklifts. One for 1 yard, one for up here. Yeah, you know what, I will. Just a small little dolly trailer. Well, not the dolly trailer, but the single axle. Because I think the forklift can cope with that. Slow moving traffic? No problem. I love this. This is why I kind of like this. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie at all here. Just keep it straight and yeah, the traffic, I don't care about it. If it's going too slow, I'm just going to drive right over the top of them. Screw it. So the texture packs, if you're wondering, I am still using them. They don't touch the American grass, thank God. The reason I say that is because if you guys remember in yesterday's video, I was there going, the grass looks lush, but holy crap, was it eating my FPS? Well, it's something that I've actually stumbled across in the past, and I want to say it was something to do with one of Oxy's maps during testing, and it was he made the grass, well, it was something he made very dense, and we went into looking how to swap it back to check out optimization. So I remembered it was something to do with that. Then I realised, hang about, one of the textures, there was an XML. So that XML obviously had something to do with it. So went in there, and sure enough, the num blocks, which there's no easy way of showing that, but basically it is the density of the grass around. So the higher the number in the num block, the more dense the grass looks, and to be quite honest, more realistic. But it is more intense on this system. No matter what system you have, you could crank it and it would look fantastic. It would look absolutely beautiful, but good God, rip your computer. And then normally the grass is set at 1.5, which the American map is and the European map is standard, and this one was set at like 2.3, 2.5, 2.7. You guys saw the outcome, it looked phenomenal, but again, if I wasn't doing videos on it, I'd have left it. I'd have had it cranked, because it looked stunning. But doing the videos, chasing optimization and no stutter and no frame loss, nothing like that. To be quite honest, I'm not one of these people where it's got to stay above, sort of, in the 60 FPS the whole time. I don't notice it. The farm sim's not a fast-moving game. So as long as it, for me personally, as long as it stays above 30 FPS, I don't give a crap. If it dips under 30 FPS, I've got an issue. Which, it was in the 30s, as you guys saw on that video, while streaming, well not streaming, but recording. And it probably would dip lower than that in some areas. So we went in, copied what I suspected, 1.5 for pretty much everything as far as the grass goes from the US version, and dumped that in, and there you go. I fixed my little issue though. I actually need to have a word with Dave to make sure that that is correct as far as the settings for the EU stuff. I meant to ask him last night, or actually, I say Dave, anyone who comes on TeamSpeak. But I know Dave will know exactly what I'm on about when I tell him, because he's into the technical stuff more than a lot of the people that jump on the TeamSpeak. Sim's pretty good with that type of stuff. Alrighty, so here we go. I'll overlap a little, and it won't take us long to get to our spot here. And then we can carry on with, crack on with the harvesting, and hopefully, I haven't seen it pop up, but our hired worker. Yeah, hired worker since 17. That's done, so we can get that going on the other stuff. Loading, loading, loading. Yeah, there's a little bit of weed on that outer edge, so let's take a run down here. Get it all. I do want a good yield. Get some good money out of this lot. As the birds fly away. I do like the feathers of the birds. We haven't seen any of the deers or anything like yet, and I've been hearing people say, oh, they're just ultra rare, and they are there. They're not there, guys. You may be, and to the people that just go, oh, you're just saying that. You don't know. Well, if you guys want to look for yourself to show they're not there, go into one of the files under data called shaders. And that shader file has every single thing that would emit a shader, a texture, a shadow, anything like that. It will be in there if it was in the game. And it ain't. It is not in there. Which tells me it ain't in the game. They had to pull it for whatever reason. Which it wouldn't be. It would be kind of cool to find out why, but we won't know. Okay, so now we need to, hopefully we're far enough away, empty that. Perfect, that actually was awesome the way that landed over there. Drive into our driveway here and throw all of this stuff in the tank. And this sprayer alone is why I would want to have a tanker to offload into, like you would real life. Granted, in real life, obviously, you wouldn't fill it up knowing the fact that you're not going to use it all. You'd measure it out, sort of thing, but it'd be nice to have a tanker to be able to put it into. Not a placeable tank, a mobile one, so you have a nurse tank too. That would be very nice. Now, the spraying that's going to go on up here now, I'm not going to do it, I'm just going to throw hired worker on there. There's only enough spraying I can do personally. It's one of my least favourite tasks in the game. And it's probably, short of tillage work, one of the tasks you do the most is spraying. So I just want to confirm that it does need it. Yeah, 50%. As the booms forward out, just drive in a bit, and there we go. Have at her. So I've heard from Oxy when I was talking to him recently about how, as I just try and figure out where to turn. Actually, I know that it has done a absolute terrible job on this field. Good grief, I've never seen it do this. I was asking him how the hired worker is on Malroy, something like that. His new map, and he was saying it's actually surprisingly good, which is pretty damn cool if you ask me. If Oxy's turning around saying it's surprisingly good, then look forward to that. It's a map that we drastically need. Yeah, we really do. And I know I think there's a couple of people that I've heard through the streams working on maps. Obviously Oxy's one of them. Something on my shoe I think is working on one from what people were saying in yesterday's stream, or has one uploaded maybe. We need some good maps up there, that's for sure. And I'll be quite honest, the stuff that Stuff on My Shoe put out last version of the game ended up being so samey to me, I lost interest in his work, which is unfortunate. He did some good stuff in 15, which kept my interest, but not sort of later in the game. So I'm hoping, apparently it's a brand new map, hopefully it is literally brand new and not based off of the one that all of his maps seem to be very loosely based around, or if not directly based off of. Yeah, this seems to be swaying a lot. You guys noticing that? What's going on there? It's almost like it's cloud texture, but it doesn't actually know what it is. Which just because I changed the textures, I wouldn't have thought would have done that. But there you go. I guess you don't know. And the fact that Higher Worker butchered this field so much, interesting. Not had that before. Now we're gonna need to swap out all the chemical out of this too to get it going. Probably on the stream we'll swap out this tractor too with the one that has the seat cam where the camera goes up and down with the seat. I'd love to know how to do that. I've got a feeling it's not XML based actually. When we swap this tractor out, of course, it'll be getting repaired and all of that too. 13.1 hours on it too. Was that our turn? Yes, it was. Something we've got to watch too, because with this tractor, if you switch the gauges off, well, not the gauges off, but the engine off, the gauges disappear. They're not there otherwise. That's on the wrong group as well. But if you look at the dash, it's completely black, and I've got a feeling there's more to it. So hopefully that modded tractor fixed that. Every time I see this tractor, I just see John Deere 7530 and a bit of me cries. I miss that tractor so much. I don't know how hard it would be to convert across. Take out the IC just to have that tractor in game would be amazing. I wouldn't know where to start with it though. Getting all the texture stuff across, building the XMLs. Haven't got the patience for it. I'd love to be able to do it though. That's the thing with me. Just no patience for it. That stuff just needs fertilizing, I think. Luckily, I think we caught most of this with the weeds. No, actually, something I do need to keep an eye on, and I didn't realize this in the stream, and that is it going to go across and do 2 fields? Is it actually doing that? It frickin' is. Hired worker. Broken, because it's doing 2 fields and it shouldn't be. But fair play. Yep, not going to complain. Shouldn't be doing it, but I'm not going to complain. If we go to... Where is it? No, not that one. Not that one. Where is it? This one? Yeah, this one. You look at the machinery, and you can see how much is damaged and whatnot, but I think what we can do is we can go over here and go... Yep. So in theory, it'll put all the stuff that's 100% there. But if we click it again, yep, all the stuff that's hurting. So the John Deere, that's at 22. The Cody plow is at 33. The header as well. So I need to keep an eye on that stuff. I wish, other than sort of visible wear, but sprays and headers and stuff like that. Certain stuff you gotta wonder how do they show that? How do they show the wear of it on it? Like the headers are easy, like the auger would lose some paint and stuff like that. Sprayers again. Where would a sprayer get worn other than internally? Alright, drop this stuff. And load up here. So I'll have to make sure I go ahead and do that at some point. Repair the header. As the header's right here, you look at that and it looks fine. I'm not seeing any wear or anything on it. Unless, I don't think underneath's painted normally. And as far as that wear, and does that mean we get less yield? I don't know with the combine stuff. Or does it just affect the horsepower? If any of you know, please put in the comments down below. Oh, we got another herbicide. We've got those tanks everywhere. This is why I'd love just a central tank system that both farms can share. I just don't want to put those silos in. Those tanks that I had were pretty good if the overload system would work on it. I don't know how hard that would be to get that working. Or even convert the water tank into doing it. I don't know. Nice to get something to work with it. I don't care what it is. I truly don't. Alrighty. We are away fertilizing. All of the fertilizing going on. Good grief. And get this going again. So the EU version of this that I found looks freaking amazing. And that's as far as it goes. The functionality, the errors in it are just absolutely sickening. It has got a crap ton of errors. The way the auger folds up, the header it comes with is slightly smaller to scale for British stuff. But this is, if you like, an American spec. You can tell by the boom. Slow moving vehicle sign on the back, which I actually never cottoned on before. Was that there from the get-go? It's definitely more of an American spec, although the track system that's on it, I don't think these are the American spec tracks, it's the European ones. So this machine, as I've said throughout, it's kind of a hybrid. It really is. It'd be nice if we had a proper EU spec one of it. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. I'm glad we've got it. It's still one that I'll probably use quite a bit. Depending on the maps I'm on, at least. Well, I can see for most of the British maps that I start off with, like Oxy's one from what I know on that. I've not seen the PDA on that one, actually. I'll probably end up going with the same John Deere combine that I always have. I get an idea what I want to use for starter equipment on that map, but I'm not 100%. I don't know much about it. I really don't. When I first load it in, it will be a nice surprise. It's one of those ones where, although unless there's bugs that just scream at you, maybe one of those times where I'll ask Oxy, this version, is it safe to do a first look on it, not release it until we're ready to release content like this, but I actually want my first opinions to come across very raw. I still forgot to actually suggest him when I see him next, whether it's in stream or PMs on Facebook. As long as there's nothing that screams at you going, oh my god, it's broken as all get out. I doubt. He says he's tested quite a lot of it himself. And it'll be interesting to see if the testing format's changed at all, as far as what we need to test in 19 compared to 17, if it is different. Kind of curious on that one. I doubt it, for the most part. It's probably just going to be the same rinse and repeat stuff. The field areas I'm interested in to see if that's changed, more than anything. And I'm hoping that map is big enough so I can get a tractor on it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be big enough for that. We'll see. That we will have to wait and see on. So this is soybeans. I think that's canola. Are those soybeans over there? I forget. I forget what we've got planted over here. I really do. We'll get this field torn up if it doesn't need ploughing. Oh, it did finish. Sweet, it must have used all the fertiliser though. Or damn near, all of it. I don't know if we'll plough this field or just cultivate it and be done with it. Rinse and repeat, seed it. I wouldn't mind them all being sort of a similar growth stage, but let's face it, IRL, some crop it's harvested sooner than others. We'll just rock with that. I'll have to check to see if it needs anything or not. Well, that being said, we do have a lot of slurry, so we could do some slurry work as well on this field. Now the amount of slurry I've got, I don't know how much will end up being used. I may end up just putting literally a ton of it in, just to be able to do some slurry work. I need to remember that I've got that stuff. And we'll have to use the big tanker and probably field tank, to be honest, to keep up with the supply of it. As that's going straight there. If we open up these and have a look at the cows. Where is it? There it is. How are they doing, actually? It's been a while. Cleanliness, yeah, we'd probably need to do a bit of work over there. But yeah, if you look at the slurry, it's like 5,000. 3,000 for manure, although it's not physically showing that amount, so I don't know if that X mile tweak worked with the manure. I definitely want to boost up the amount of cows I've got, though. I really do. We do need to do some more silage at some point too, because I nuked half the silage. But I'll wait until we're pretty much out. So we'll let this fill, and then we'll jump in our big bud over there. There we go. Run around over here. Love the startup sound on it. I really do. I've seen there's a modded version out of this that adds different wheels and apparently correct rims and stuff. Looking at the hubs and looking at the rims on this version of it with these tyres, yeah. It's not correct. It really isn't. It does look good in these tyres though, but it isn't correct. I never actually took the time to look to see. I wonder if the singles that it comes with normally are, or the duals even, are correct. I don't think they are. Which would be a shame. I may get a thumbnail of actually this dumping into the truck. I think that'll look kind of cool. This is one of my favourite tractors though in the game, and obviously it's a mod. Just look at it. I hope we can get these tyres on some of the big articulators normally. I wonder if you can actually. The only tractor that I know that has straight tyres like this, every time, and it's showing its age now, which sucks, it does need a remodel, is this. I bet you can't. No, you can't. Probably because of the height of it. It would lower it down quite considerably. That sucks. But these tractors, they're looking old. But they're keeping the quad track. Basically, to be brutally honest, anything forward of this, other than these two, because these were latter, is showing their age. Because they've been in the game for quite some time. This is a new colour scheme, but it's the same model underneath. They're just looking dated. Where I'm more likely to use any of these three right here for larger horsepower stuff because they're brand new, and I'm biting at the bit to get this on a UK map. I think it'd be pretty sick, and even a 1050 to be quite honest. Nice to get one of those. They're just big power unless I knock down the power on it and get a lower spec one, which not many people probably will do. Okay, so might as well just finish off this. How long we got? Yeah, a few. About 6 minutes or so. 11:29. I'll probably just jump straight in on... do we do a truck sim straight after, or shall we carry on farm sim? Probably carry on farm sim, to tell you the truth. See where we're at on the European map. We finished yesterday's stream. So, again, Tuesday's stream, the potatoes at long, long last. And also, I have resurrected the Landkid Live channel. I have put a few streams up there that I completely forgot about, actually, that I had ready to go on the live. It just shows how long I've not been on that channel. And getting close to 1,000 subscribers over there, which is awesome. The watch time to get monetization, which is my goal on that channel, is to get monetization. So I have got a goal to reach to. I need like 4,000 watch hours, and right now we're at like 400 or something like that, so that's kind of weak. But it's an archive channel. It's going to take a while to get anywhere close to that. So that is a channel which I think is in the description. If not, it's on my homepage or my channel page. It's literally for my live stream archives to go up on. Of late, I have been putting them up on here because it is FS19, and it was purely a business standpoint of money. This is the reason I wasn't putting them up on the Landkid Live channel. But now the interest has been dropping off of 19 currently with these maps, then we'll start putting the streams over on there again. As long as they don't screw up, and for whatever reason, whether I lose connection to the servers or anything like that. And with Twitch won't reconnect the stream, it will split it into 2 different parts, which is a pain in the ass. Unlike YouTube will stitch it together if it comes back quick enough as one stream. So stuff, when that happens, will end up going up on this channel. But we do have quite a bit that can probably get thrown up over on the Landkid Live channel. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you are subscribed to that one. That is very hit and miss. I will be very, very honest. It's not a channel that you should expect content out on every single day of the week. It's here and there. It's just literally a secondary channel to not flood this one with archives when I get behind. So if you do not want your sub box filled with stream archives, probably not the channel for you. You made the choice on that one. And that's also the very, very rare time that I stream to just Twitch. When I let the PG filters down, like there's a Hunter stream that I streamed ages ago. That was non-PG. They will go up on there too. That channel is completely separate entity from my typical family-friendly stuff. It's where I will let my hair down a bit over on there with the archives. Which, to be quite honest with you, at times I wish I didn't run a family-friendly channel. Because I always say, the version of me you see in these videos is really me, barring the non-swearing part. There is times where I will swear like an absolute freaking sailor. And that's me. I have to censor myself quite a lot, and that's the same probably for most of us on here that do the content. But I can just speak to for myself on that one. I do censor myself a lot. And I think on streams, now and again, I've let stuff slip, but it's few and far between, and it's something that I wouldn't class modern day anyway, unfortunately. Anything major. Alrighty, this field is done after these 2 little strips that we missed. We'll fill the hopper, grab ourselves a thumbnail, and that's probably where we'll end up wrapping up the stream looking at it. Makes sense. And then probably during the live stream of this map tonight on Wednesday, so yesterday, we'll end up sorting out the cows and probably this field, to be honest with you. Probably some tillage work. At the very least, I'll just cultivate it and then reseed with Big Bird. Which you could do with a pressure washer up here by the looks of things. And that may even come close to filling this. And that is that. So I'm going to bid you guys farewell. I hope you have enjoyed, and we'll be back tomorrow for what's today's video? Thursdays? Yeah, Thursdays. We'll be back tomorrow for Falsburn. Until next time, hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys later. See ya.